when when I was in college, we had a class where we broke into a terminal and we had to actually go in and use string manipulation of the actual bits to like decompile the string, and we basically did like buffer overflow in C. So like this is like a an exploit that was like in C, and I still think is in C. I don't really know. And I think that this was something that like you know, memory buffers is basically where you go past the memory register of the thing that you're in. So like if you are in hold on, I'll just do this really quickly. So like if this is your memory space, so like let's say that these three are your allowable memory space. So these are like the good memory space. What you would do is that you would send a message that's this long. So if you send a message that's this long, you enter the. Oh, wait. Okay. How long would you say it take for bug bounties? You think I can find an internal API on one of those exchanges if it's in like a shitty exchange? That's a good question. I don't really know off the top of my head. Again, that's why I would say like Hacker News would probably be a better place to find this information because they would definitely know, right? Like I think that that community is probably a good place to start in terms of like where they would have information for you. So let's say that this, I just want to finish this image anyway, just for my own sanity. So this is like off limits memory. And then this is what happens when you have a really long string with a vulnerability with runnable code at the end of it. So yeah, so this was basically the thing that I did in college, whereas we had like a string where we would have a really long string and it would break into the off limits memory, and when you're in the off limits memory you can just kind of like wreak havoc on a computer, which is why computers do like garbage collection and stuff like that too. But I haven't done any of that since college. I've moved pretty heavily into the artificial intelligence and web dev space, so I haven't really touched that stuff at all, to be honest with you. It's very important for like game developers and stuff like that too. So I know that you're like looking for vulnerability kind of information. Did you use disassemblers and stuff? I think so. I don't really remember. It's been a while. Like I'm this class that I'm talking about where you can see this image on the screen of like the string manipulation. Um, this was when I was in uh this is when I was in college. And I was in college back in like 26 I graduated in 2016. So I'm almost like 30 years old. Um but I think we did use a disassembler. This was 2013 or something. Um, but yeah, I know that this buffer overflow exploit is apparently still a thing because someone wrote it in 2019. Like IDA. Um, I don't know. What's IDA? Oh, rar dare. Um, rar dare sounds, yeah, Radare. That one sounds familiar. That one does sound familiar. I think that I probably used something like that because I think I do remember running it through some kind of decompiler or something like that. Yeah, and then I had to like take the bytecode and then like because like again when you're in the registers you're at the really low level of the computing. You know, actually this not GDB. No, yeah, GDB is like the global debugger for C, right? I'm a JavaScript guy these days, so I really much only do JavaScript and Python. But you can, yeah, you can. I know that you can use GDB to. How do I close this? Um, Yeah, you need a disassembler. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah. I know that with GDB, yeah, you can get into the machine code, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah. Yeah, because if you can go into the assembly, you can do that. Did I learn about ASLR and stuff and fuzzing? Dude, I think you're really pushing my knowledge on this stuff. It's like I said, it's been a super long time since I've thought about this stuff, but B, I'm pretty sure that the depth of my systems experience, because again, like I said, I did graduate with a computer science degree. I'm going to rep my computer science degree from 6 years ago, but the systems course that I took was like a part of it, right? Like it was also kind of AI. It was also all just like web dev and like all the other stuff that you need to learn, data structures, algorithms. Um, but I do remember, like I said, using GDB for sure. I do remember Redair kind of the rest of it, ASLR, fuzzing. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I think that the answer is maybe, but this was again like 2013 or 2014.